we just got back from seeing The Color Purple musical, and I thought it was really good. I
Yeah, it
enjoyed
was
the
really
movie.
good. It
You
was.
actually thought it was good? Because this one right here, he don't like musicals.
But I prepared well. I drank enough to where I was feeling wavy. I had about two blunts. It was I prepared for it, and it was a good movie. I prepared well.
Oh
It was a
damn!
good movie.
You said you prepared for it, and it was a good movie. Do you feel like it was a good movie because of the preparation you did, or do you think it'd
I
been
don't
good?
want to find out. I'll maybe watch it
Oh,
again when it come out on HBO or Netflix, whichever one. But today was a good day.
today it was good.
It turned out
Okay,
good.
what did you like about it?
Um, it was a heart tugger. You know, it really did the effect of the original Color Purple,
Mhm.
and I don't know. It was just good acting. The great
The
actors. It
acting was
was A
amazing.
one actors in there.
Yeah.
I I can't really pinpoint what else was great about it other than the emotion behind it. You know, the message, the story behind it.
Mhm.
The
Did,
singing was even good. Even the lyrics to the singing, it wasn't no lame shit. Like
okay.
it was cool. It was entertaining.
So the songs didn't take you out of it.
Not everyone. Some of them was just like, all right,
Yeah, I was thinking it would have been
get through
too
the
much
shit.
now. Okay.
But for the most part, that's when the preparation kicked in. Cause then I was just listening to the music, listening to the tunes and stuff. So
Okay.
it turned out well.
Gotcha. So the music was most of it was good enough that you was able to just kind of vibe with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
pretty
good.
much.
I enjoyed the dancing. Like I just enjoyed the whole art and just seeing all them black people together and just making that beautiful art.
That was a great creation they made. A great recreation.
Right.
They did that
Oh
very
my
well.
gosh,
And it
man.
wasn't. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say that I felt like it was such an amazing recreation and like it was so different than the original Color Purple. Even though like they're both based off of Alice Walker's book, they intentionally didn't say like a lot of the iconic lines from the Color Purple, and even though the emotion was there, like they would make faces to where you knew they was thinking the line that we know they was.
That happened. That happened twice,
Hmm.
and that was really cool. That was really
Yeah,
interesting.
like there was one part where
She
Suge
said, "You
Avery.
sure?"
Suge Avery looked at her and cocked her lips up. I was like, "You show is ugly." I know that's what she was thinking in that second. She ain't say it, but I love that. That it felt like you were watching a new movie.
I mean, that certain part itself was degrading.
The great.
Yeah, it was degrading, man. And
You show is ugly.
the way they did it this time was more uplifting, more empowering, but still
Right.
got the original intake, you know, where you show it's ugly type of shit. It
Right.
was one of the singers. I know that one was a definite one, but it's another one I can't think of.
Mm. And then the scenes where they did have them actually say the iconic lines that we know, like "All my life I had to fight."
She sang that bitch.
Okay, and then also like everything you touch is gonna crumble, and that whole speech, the iconic lines that they did give Fantasia and Danielle Brooks, they killed it. Like they, because those are hard. That's hard to follow up. They got like kind of the hardest ones to follow up with, but they killed it. I thoroughly enjoyed Danielle. She might have been my favorite. She played Sophia.
Oh yeah, the girl from the Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black, and she was my Tasty. Tasty was my favorite of Orange is the New Black too.
So there's a person there that we shouldn't mention that was in the original Color Purple in the beginning. I was just like, oh, that's
Right.
slick. They gonna put
It was
her. They gonna
passing
put
the
that person
torch.
in
It reminded me
there.
of if you saw the Little Mermaid, they had Jodie that was in the Little Mermaid and passed the torch to like she gave the fork to Hallie, who was the new Ariel.
Okay.
So I love that they did stuff like that. That definitely touched my heart.
I know at the end it was you felt it. In the beginning you was saying how one actress she was singing and it wasn't enough emotion into it. And I thought she was
Yes,
singing good, by the way. She was singing good.
she
But it
was.
was I seen what you meant when I seen Fantasia sing at the end.
Hmm.
Her, like not just the lip, but just the whole face just showed the raw
The lip,
emotion behind it.
not the lip. Oh my
Like you
gosh.
felt that, you couldn't help. I dare you not to have a tear
Did
at
you have a
all
teardrop?
at the end. I did. I did. I did.
You
I
ain't
dare
hear
you
it
not
first.
to. That it was real. It was raw.
I had a few. I was crying the whole time.
It was raw. But I was. You got to be into it.
Yeah.
So watching on TV doing two shit at once, it's not going to be the same.
Right.
But in that theater, yeah, it was a tearjerker.
Yeah. Yes, and as far as feeling like that actress, for me it was the one who played Celine when she was younger. I don't feel like I got as much emotion from her. But as we kind of got further into the movie, I started to realize that I think they really did a different take on Celie in this movie. Because in the original The Color Purple, even though Celie was quiet because she had learned to be submissive, she was thinking. And she was hilarious, and she was always one step ahead of Mister. And she just kept her mouth closed and moved strategically. Versus the Celie in this one, I didn't get that vibe. She seemed more simple, but she was just smiling the whole time. It was kind of one note. When she was younger, for me personally. But yeah, when I saw how Fantasia took the role on when she got older, I kind of understood why, because they removed the part of Celie that was like sly and played more to her innocence.
I think I think those parts prolonged the movie. Whereas the last one was like 3 hours long. This one was like maybe two and some change.
I feel like that was the case though because we knew so much already. And that was something else I was gonna say was I feel like these two movies go really well together. I wouldn't have wanted to see just the musical. I liked how the combination of the musical and the movie, it was like there you knew enough from the movie if you seen The Color Purple or I guess read the book that you could infer the things that were not being said in the musical. But I think if you don't know about the book or if you don't know about the original movie, that you would have missed a whole lot of things in the musical or things wouldn't have made sense to you.
Yeah, I think that's true. But that's expected. I mean, not as expected, but I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I thought they did a great job at it though, and that it was really strategic because that was what kept it from feeling like you were just watching The Color Purple that was out when we were kids. Like it really felt like a different movie to me.
I
Like
feel like it was made for people who seen The Color Purple
it was.
already, you know? So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And they did their thing. I believe Oprah produced it. I don't know what this beef is with Taraji right now, feeling like she ain't get her coin. I believe some of your people's mentioned that or something. I ain't seen that, but Taraji should have got her coin. If that's any type of beef going on, Taraji was really. I felt like Suge Avery was even more significant in this movie than she was in the last movie, and they really showcased her and Celie's love in this one. And I watched the original Color Purple hella times when I was a kid. I never knew until I went to see it on Broadway that Celie was a lesbian and that her and Suge was together. I never knew that until I saw the musical. And then when I saw this musical, they showcased it even more in this one. It was beautiful. It was honestly beautiful seeing their love flourish. And also, in the old one, I had more of a soft spot for Mister and for the mayor's wife.
Oh, yeah?
I ain't got no soft spot for them no more. In the old one, I felt like, okay, Miss Millie, that's the mayor's wife's name. When she said black people loved her, of course we didn't love her, but I could see her being, I guess, more tolerant would be the word for real. But she was low key. Like I felt like she was with the time. She was just stuck in that time period, and that was how they treated us in that time period. But in a lot of ways, Miss Millie was not bad. Like she was wanting to take Sophia to go see her family until shit went left and she couldn't drive no more. And then the bitch got, but that's a whole nother thing.
She a trifling bitch anywhere to go.
You know, like in the
Anywhere to go. How you gonna tell somebody you want to work for me and make a havoc? Out of somebody who doesn't want to
That's
work for
not
you.
how it happened in the last one, though. In the last one, Miss Millie was like, "Would you like to come work for me?" And then Sophia just said, "Hell no!" And they changed the way that interaction happened, because in the last one, Sophia, it kind of seemed like Sophia just went off, and Miss Millie, she was asking because she was stuck in the times, but she was being sweet, and she was like, "You want to come work for me?" She had a smile on her face. Not the question I want to hear, but she was like, "Hell to the no." And in this one, Miss Millie was pushing her. Miss Millie was like, "You gonna come work for me or not?" Like, I'd have said hell no too. Hell no, I'm not coming to work for you.
Still a trifling bitch, in my opinion. She's still a bitch in my opinion. But hey, I think it's still a bitch. It's still a bitch.
Yeah, and with Mister in the last one, I felt like, okay, at the end of the movie, maybe Mister saw the error of his ways. It took a long time, but maybe he saw the error of his ways, and that's why he decided to, get Nettie and Celie together. But in this movie, it just proved to me that Celie literally put a curse on him. When she said everything you touch is gonna crumble, I had a feeling it was the curse by the way she held her hand. She was like casting that on him. But in this one, they spoke about how it was a curse that was put on his land. And so I feel like he did that because it literally was his only way out. Not because he wanted to be a better person, not because he wanted to see Celie happy, but literally because that was his only way out of the turmoil that he was in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I don't like him or Miss Millie.
Those are two of the worst. Those are two of the worst. I know his father ain't shit either.
The father was kind of subdued in this one.
Like he didn't say as much.
Yeah, he didn't
That's
say
the
as
last
much.
one. Yeah.
Like, he was like, women at this table are crazy. But in that last one, the father was out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to see that actor, though. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him since Daddy's Little Girl, when he was the mechanic. I believe that's him. I'm going to have to fact check. But, yeah, it was good to see him in something else. It was a great movie all around.
It was a great movie. It was a really great movie. I fucked with it.
Yeah.
This shit got me sleepy though. I went in there lit. It was a great ride. I'm ready to go to bed though.
I was the opposite. I was tired before I went in there, and I got in there, and it was so good, it gave me energy. So, but I'm going to go ahead and let you get to sleep, and I appreciate you giving the peoples your reaction. It was a great movie, and you should definitely go check it out. You heard that from somebody who don't like musicals. So.
For sure. Get prepared though. Prepared.
Oh, Jesus. Don't get too prepared. Okay, you're going to be like this one after. But y'all have a good night.